Hello, Kerry here. I'm making a video today. It's the start of a 30-day, what would you call it? A 30-day challenge that I'm doing with my friend Roxanne. And it's part of her monthly membership group that I joined. And what we are doing is 30 days of storytelling. So each day Roxanne is putting a different prompt in, and our challenge, our task is to take that prompt and create a story from it and then share that story in however you want to share it, whichever way you want to share it. So Rox is putting hers in video format and putting it up on YouTube, and I decided to do that as well because I think it's quicker, to be honest. That's the reason that I'm doing the videos, because I can just yap for a little while and upload it, and knowing that in these next 30 days I am very busy. I want to engage in it, but I am very busy, so if I've got to sit and write something and then post it, it's going to take a while. So I've gone for the video because I can just have a chat, record it, upload it to YouTube, and then it's done, and I'm more likely to continue with it and complete it. And completing things that I start is quite a big thing for me at the moment, because I went through quite a long time of starting lots of different things and never finishing them. And I'm terrible with doing that for books, but like this was things like projects and stuff that I was working on that actually meant quite a lot to me that I just didn't finish, didn't get to that completion. So it's quite a big thing for me now to complete what I start. So I'm starting day one with Rox in her 30-day storytelling challenge. So day one, I'm trying to remember what day one is now. We're talking about why we're here and our core values. So Rox has put a activity in her group that helps you work out your core values, which is something that I've done with Rox before a few years ago. This is a different method that she's developed now, and I think both of the methods were interesting. The first method was about Rox saying different words to you and you feeling into whether that's a core value or not. That was quite a lengthy process, and I got a list of core values, which I can only remember my top two were prosperity and adaptability. I can't remember off the top of my head what my other ones were, but I've got a different list now, and I feel like it makes sense with me where I'm at now. So I won't go into the story of the process of it, because if you're interested in that, then you need to join Roxanne's group and do it in there. It's the membership for Energetic Leadership. I can't remember the exact name of it on Facebook, but if you join Roxanne's group, that I can't remember the name of because she keeps changing it. I'm going to put this on Facebook. So what I'll do is I'll link you to Roxanne's group on this video, her main group where anyone can join. And then in that, there'll be information about her membership if you're interested in joining that. So with this process that Roxanne has developed, my core values, I have 5. So I have connection, presence, integrity, wisdom, and growth. And within those groups, so these are kind of like the overarching headings of some of my core values that I worked out. So I'll give you the list of all of my core values, and they've been grouped into similar ones and then given a overall name, which is then my overall core values. So the core values that I worked out for me are kindness, empathy, trustworthiness, compassion, courage, responsibility, unconditional love, work ethic, resilience, vigilance, reasoning, self-love, acceptance, sexual power, self-esteem, prosperity. I think that's all of them. And then they've been grouped into connection, presence, integrity, wisdom, and growth. So these are my core values, and I might be talking a bit more about them over the next 30 days in some of the stories that I tell. I might tell you some of the stories that cropped up for me while I was doing this this task and activity. Very reflective, as you're looking back all over your childhood and memories dropping in all over the place, and then you work out your core values. So yeah, my story for today. So I want to tell a story. So let me just feel into what story I'm going to tell for you today. So, so the reason that I'm in this group and doing this is because of my friendship with Roxanne, really. So maybe I'll tell you a little bit of a story about that. So Rox and I met online on Facebook. God, it must have been about 2013 or 14. So it was either 11 or 12 years ago that Rox and I met. And we met through a lady on Facebook who was offering a free course in Wicca. And she was kind of, it was like the test version of this course. So anyone who wanted to join could do it for free. And I think there was about 6 of us that joined. We started learning about Wicca. Rox was one of them. And there was a lady called Caroline, and a lady called Alison, and a lady called Emma. And there were some others as well. I think there was a lady called Amanda. And the lady who was running it is called Zana. And it's very interesting how things have transpired. So that's how it started, and it kind of shifted into more of a coven. We would do ceremonies solitary but still together, so we'd be doing the same thing, and then we'd be going online and sharing our experiences, and it was very interesting, and I was very new to it all, and it became quite intense, and kind of one by one the group began to shift and change. So first of all, we broke away from Amanda, and then it became more about, we switched from Facebook to Roxanne to WhatsApp. And we would talk a lot on WhatsApp, and then there was a falling out, and we stopped talking to Zana, who had kind of brought us together. And then it was the 4 of us. There was me and Ali, Rox, Caroline and Emma. There was 5 of us. And the 5 of us talked for a long, long time, like for years. And we talked a lot, like really long podcast length voice notes. And we were really exploring so many different things. And it was all very, it was all around spiritual themes, metaphysics, astrology, how the universe works, quantum physics, all sorts. And we talked about anything and everything. And we would talk every single day. You know, I'd wake up in the morning and I'd have 50 plus messages, and I'd spend all day trying to catch up with them. And it was really intense. And then something happened and the group split again. And for a while I didn't speak to Roxanne. She and Caroline broke off. Me, Ali and Emma broke off. And that was for a while. I think that was like a year or more. Didn't really speak to Roxanne. Didn't know if I would again. And then over time, the group got back together. But then it split again in a quite a spectacular way. A couple of years ago. Was it 2? It might even have been 3 years ago. And now I don't speak to Alison, and I became very close to her. I don't speak to Emma anymore. But me, Rox and Caroline, and probably Emma and Ali have stayed friends. And, you know, I think about them a lot and I send them love and I hope they're doing well. But they're not part of my life anymore. But Roxanne and Caroline are. And we've supported each other all those years, you know, that we were in the bigger group. We supported each other and we support each other still. And Rox and I are very, very good friends. She knows me very well. And she, you know, she's worked with me in the work that I've done. You know, we've helped each other in terms of practicing on each other, I suppose, being case studies for each other and just supporting each other through the work that we do. And yeah, it's been amazing. So this is why I'm doing this today, because I'm still with Rox. I'm in her group. I'm engaging in what she puts out there because it's all very valuable stuff. I've had a lot of shifts, a lot of epiphany moments doing this work with Roxanne. And hi, sorry, that's my dog coming.